So this is it. This is how your data will look like when you are trying to import a sheet. You understand? So from here now, we have different sheets in our workbook. We have customer sheets, we have employee sheets, we have products. Oh, these are table. Why these are sheet? I think because they do differentiate themselves. So these are tables. Why these are sheets? So in this case, I think I'm going to use the customer table and the customer sheet. Then I will use the store. Then I will use the sales transaction.
Sorry, can I ask you a question? That means you didn't convert the customer, employee, product, system. You didn't convert them to table.
They are in table format. These are the tables.
No,
Table customer
I
3.
mean, I mean from customer, employee, product. The last 5 sheets, they are still in sheet. You didn't convert them to table from the raw data, right?
There are tables there. These are the table. You can see that we have two different name here. Customer 3 is the same thing as customers. Employee
Okay.
2 is the same thing as employee. Product 4 is the same thing as products. Sales
Okay.
is the same thing as. We don't have. I don't. Okay, then okay. Do we have sales? This says transaction, I guess. This is this transaction, and we have store. Store 1 is the same thing as store. So I don't want to use the table. I want to use the sheet. Are you getting my point?
Yeah, sorry. Why
Yes.
is it sheet instead of the table?
I just decide I can still use the table. There's no issue.
Okay.
This
So
is
you are
what
trying to create an insight or relationship between the, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
these
6.
are.
Okay.
This is it. This is the table name one after the other. Are you
Okay.
seeing it? This is customer table. This is employee table. This is product table. This is sales table. And this is what? Store table.
Stores.
So they are yes, they are on in table. So if I don't want to use the sheet, I can still make use of the table. But this time I just feel like let me use the sheet. They are still the same thing. What is in the table is still what is in the sheet. I have my products, my employee. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are complete. Yeah. So this time around, are we to load or we are to transform? I always advise we transform. This will give us overview of how our data look like. So then we have access to transform the data to the proper format they're supposed to be in case they are not in the format we need. So let's go. Okay. Okay. These are the table one after the other. So let's check. That is, let's access our data set one after the other. We have column ID, 500 distinct, 500 unique, telling you that there is no any repeated column. Customer ID. The customer here is telling you that we all have the IDs is unique or true. Then we have the full name. This is it. And it's in text format. The same thing with email is in text format. The same thing with our phone number. Yes, is in text format. Yeah. We have the city in text format. So this, we are not converting anything. Same thing for this. Looking at it, ID. Then we have the store name, text, location, text, manager, text. So let's see this. Transaction ID, transaction, 1000 transaction, date. This is in date format. There is no need for transforming. Okay. 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 So the one thing we have to look for again here is in case of missing value. Are we having anyone? Let's see. Load more. We don't have any missing value. No missing value. Sold. Let's see. Unit sold. Do we have missing value? No. There's no missing value. Okay. Product then.
How are you checking for missing value?
Because if there is a missing value, more usually in an aggregated column, and you fail to handle it before going to your reporting phase. So if the missing value is if the column is not properly labeled, it will give you problem while trying to aggregate. Maybe you are trying to sum or you are trying to multiply, it will definitely develop a problem. So we do advise, if you don't know, if you have a missing value in your sheet or in your data and you don't know what to fill it with, the best thing is you replace them with zero. That is, if you are not giving any value to fill it with, you replace it with zero. That is in case of numeric data. Why in case of non-numeric data, you fill it with null, just to show that that stuff is not there. That is, nothing is there. And should in case maybe the values are not much, maybe in the missing value, the rows there are not much. If you drop it, and it's not going to make any significant change to your aggregation if you drop the rows, it's advisable to drop. That is when you have the percentage of missing value is very, very minimal. So you can also drop it. So when I say minimal, in my benchmark, I use 5% as benchmark. If I have like 1000 rows, and out of the 1000 rows, I only have 10 rows or 10 observation as missing value, I will drop it and let's go. Because it's not, to me, I'll call it not significant, you understand?
So how do you
So
check for missing value? Now, how do you check?
that is what I'm doing now.
Okay.
When I do this, if there is a missing value, there will be a null or blank. You'll see a null, you have a null. You get it? But in this case, there is no missing value in this sheet. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Okay.
Like, where are you going to press that's going to bring where to see the value they are complete?
I don't get it.
What are you going to click on for you to bring the values to check if there is anyone missing in it?
Once I do this and we have a missing value here,
Okay. Yeah.
we have a missing value here. I'm coming. How will I don't want to go to picture. If there is a missing value in this column, now this row column, this our store ID column, or let me use the transaction table because most essentially these are all dimension table. So for employee, products, store, and customer, they are dimension table. So it always comes full package. But for transactional table, these are your fact table. In this case now, maybe we have a transaction here, a unit sold here, and the person failed to impute the number of units sold. You understand? Just leave the space there. There will be a space after this no. After this selector, there will be something like no. Is either you see no or blank. Or did I have any data that has a missing value with me? Come on, let me check. This is favorites. Data analytics. I'm coming, sorry. Desktop. Cohort 2DA is cohort 2DA. Okay. So let me load this first. Then I will import another data. So you see how missing value look like. You get me? Are you guys with me?
Yes, we are with you.
Yes,
Okay.
we are with you.
So from here now, I've verified all my data. Let me load this one first. I would not like to come back to this, please. So if you are doing this, I will close and apply. I'm closing and apply. Close and apply. Coming up. Just give it a little time. Excuse me.
Sorry, while it is loading, I want to ask a question.
Okay.
The raw data you are working with, they are in form of sheet, not in form of table. The one is sent to us.
Yeah, there's table there, there's sheet there.
Okay, because
It
I have
contained
it
the
too.
two.
Okay, I'm only seeing the table. I didn't have the sheet. The one is sent to us because it's in table format.
It's possible.
Okay. But if it's available that we convert to table, he said it's better we do Control T and convert each sheet to table.
Alaikum salam, Bilal. I'm coming. Sorry, please. What did you say?
He said, he advised us that we can convert to table by doing Control T and name each sheet as a table. In customer
Yes.
table, sales table, so
Yes.
that's what he
Is
told
that
us.
yes?
It's advisable we do that.
I'm coming. Give me a
So I
few
think
minutes. Let me attend to this guy.
So yeah, I have a question to ask.
Okay. I'm here.
Yes, I have a question. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
So if you have a column whereby you have both text and numerical data inside it, and you have missing value, what's the best to replace it with?
You have a
Do
column
you
that
replace
contains both
all the
text
things? Yes,
and
both text and numbers also. Do you
okay,
understand? Like
both text and
you
number.
have yes, in that case. And you have missing values that you need to like do a blank space that you need to replace with a blank space.
That's
Is
it.
it better to just replace them with no value? Since because of the numerical values.
Can you give an instance?
Okay, so you have a question. You have a questionnaire whereby a questionnaire kind of data whereby there are questions of the act of figures and they also act of text. So, but you can't separate the response. The response is like a response that has both text and the numerical data inside. It cannot be separated because they are all response to the question that was answered. But
Okay.
you now have some empty space. What do you replace those?
So it should be replaced. It is advisable you replace it with no data or no value or no. Replace it with no because
Ignore
the
the
column
data when
already
you have
because
the
the column already, when you check the data formats in the column, they are combination of both text and number. So in general, and it's a questionnaire. So you can't aggregate a questionnaire. Let's say for instance, you ask a question that, okay, tell me how many boys are in the hostel, and the person gave you 15. You understand? Then you ask another question in that same column. I don't know what the aim is all about, but the answers contain both text and number. You understand? So
yes,
by convention, yes, by convention, the column type is text. So when you are handling missing value in that case, replace it with none, meaning that the person did not put any answer there. None, no answer, no value, no data. You're good. So are we good?
Then the question I also want to ask,
Yes,
how do
very
you
good.
transform?
Okay. So let me go and show you the other one I wanted to show you. I think it's also an Excel file. Is it an Excel file? I think Excel file. Desktop. Diego. I don't know, but I think it's this. Let me see. I just want to show you guys something about it. So, okay, in this place, I have Indian data, New Zealand data, table stuff. This time around, I'm using this. These are the two I needed. I'll delete it, don't worry. So, from here, I said transform this alone. Those are the two I need. Okay. I seen it now. Okay, this one is not even, he has even detected that it's no. You've seen it. It has shown that there is a no value here. This is no. Are you seeing it? Are you seeing what I'm saying?
Yes.
So if I remove this now, and I said, okay, you see, there's no missing value again in this data. So if this should happen to be in maybe in the age also, you will see a no there. Do you get it? So it's not left for you to handle the no. Either you replace it with 0 or you drop it. Do you get what I'm saying? Hmm?
Vaccine, 1 and 3.
Do you understand? Do you understand the
Yeah.
concept behind missing value now?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
let's
sir.
go back to our work. How will I do this? I don't want to. I'll delete it.
Hello, sorry, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
All
I'm
right.
with you.
Yeah, from what you said the other time, you did mention that we can actually delete the empty, this thing
Mm-hmm.
if probably you are working with 100 rows and 10 are actually empty or stuff like that. So I really want to know that, is there a specific percentage to what we can look forward to actually consider if we should be actually replacing or deleting?
That is what I said. That I use 5% as a benchmark. Anything above
5%.
5%. Yes, anything above
All right.
5%, I don't delete. I don't delete my data anymore. I'll look for a way to handle it, because
All right. Thank you.
that will affect other data points that
Data.
are on my
Yeah.
table. Yes. So I have to be
Yeah.
careful. But if it is
All right.
below 5%, I don't care. Should get out.
All right. Thank
Okay.
you. That's my question, please.
Okay. So now let's now go to our data modeling. Start surface gave me. Okay. Remember it made mention
Hello,
of this.
hello,
That's
hello. Sorry.
I'm with
Hello.
you.
Can you hear me?
I'm with you.
You said if the
Pick
data
up.
is below 5%, you definitely delete it from the list. So in that, is it not going to affect the report? I know this is
No.
the information. Let's assume this is the information given by a client. that are provided for you, the data has been already given to you, which capture a lot of sensitive information on that data. So if you decide your home to delete that information, is it not going to affect the report? How can we get actual report by deleting the data that is provided by the customer? I don't know, maybe you get what I'm trying to say.
I understand your points. Before you decide on anything, you first of all consult your client. I don't know if you understand. I have a missing value. The table you gave me, there is a missing value, and I've checked the number of missing value that is there.
Okay.
My boss will feel like anytime I told him that okay, there is a missing value in this table, we said check the proportion. What is the proportion of the missing value to non-missing value? So once you give him the proportion, we tell you it's not. If it is significant, we tell you don't do anything with that data, just keep it. Let's find a way to resolve it. Maybe it's from the data warehouse or anything. Then we'll find a solution to resolve that. You get the logic?
Okay.
But if it is not, if the proportion is something very, very minimal, maybe you're having a proportion of 0.04, 0.02, 0.3, 1, 2, 3 to 100%. I don't know if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm
the
getting
non-missing value is giving me 95%. The missing value is giving me 5 or 4%, 4.9, 5%. The proportion is so minimal. So if no matter how delicate it is, they'll first of all tell you that use the data with you to at least conduct the analysis. At the end, you are using like a sample data. From the sample data, you get the overview of what the other data will look like. I don't know if you get my logic.
Okay, I'm getting it.
So, but if the proportion is very, very high, there is no way you will lose a lot of information, a lot of insight will be lost. Why when you delete it?
But
I don't know if you.
I understand, but in that case, definitely it's still going to reflect on the final report. On that case, I mean, this information. This information is a lot of information provided by the client or by a customer. Like let's assume, okay, in this retail store, we have like like 10, like so I know it's a very sensitive information provided by the customer. So I don't know. So why will somebody even to me, what I'm just expecting is that maybe in that case, can we go to the customer and tell them that okay, we have a lot of information missing on this your data. So
I've said it earlier now. I said it earlier that consult your clients. Hello, sir. This your data has missing value. What will you do with it? So the first question the person will ask you, if you're working as a consulting agent, you understand? The first question they will ask you is, what is the magnitude of the missing value?
Okay, that's what the customer will ask you.
Yeah, they'll ask you, yes, what is the magnitude of the missing value? So you can't tell me that a report of over 3-4 million, you are giving them only 10 rows missing value. Is that okay?
It's not significant now.
I don't know.
Significant.
I understand.
No, it's not significant, so you can drop it.
No, I'm just trying to know the concept of how it works. Honestly, that's just what I want to know.
That is good.
All right, thank you very much.
You're welcome. So this is it now. This is our data modeling. I discover one stuff over here which I've removed it anyway. So from here we have what? Let's see how the model works. This is our transaction data. This is our facts table. Let me enlarge it and see. And you see this product. Okay. Employee to what? Coming in. Employee to my store, coming. Employee ID, name, role, store ID. Okay. Okay. Then we have store ID. We have employee ID. Do you have employee ID? Okay. I think the employee ID should work. We have customer. Okay. Do you see any issue with this model?
Sorry,
Are we having any issue with that?
how are the relationship between the tables created? Is it by the app, or is it you have to do the relationship by yourself?
Automatically, once you load in your table and there is primary key, foreign key on it, the Power BI modeling interface will detect the relationship and you create it for you. There was a not significant relationship that exists between here with a dot dot. I don't know if you remember when engineer was talking about it 2 days ago that he's telling you that there is an ID here that is for employee ID and employee ID here. So it's creating a relationship and this and here. But I remove it. Do you know why? Because already there is a model that exists, there's a relationship that exists between this employee and store. So the cardinality that exists between here and here will definitely affect this place too. And in that case, let's give an instance of what I just did. Maybe it's correct. If it is not correct, you see that the value we're going to be getting will be something not significant. It should be something that is not feasible. So from here, let me say I want to check. Although I'm not even. Am I working with? Am I doing anything with employee? No. I'm doing customer and products, customer products and transaction. But notwithstanding, let's just go. So from here, I've done my table. So what the first thing, let me just try that from what I did here. Then I'm doing this. Okay, very stable. Doing this. Okay. Then my table. Yes, employee name. And then I have what? Then I have units, products, ID units. Sorry, let me just do this and see. Wow. So it's giving me this, telling me that there's no relationship. So come back here then. New relationship. Where is it? Employee store ID. Employee this, employee this, employee this. We have employee store ID, employee store ID.
Sorry, why don't you want to connect employee and with the fact table?
I'm coming. That is what I'm trying to do. Because it's not working. Some table. Come. Employee. You have employee ID. So which table? This table. Okay. This. Okay.
Sorry, can you explain what you are trying to do? And
This is me creating relationship that does not exist between these two already. I'm coming, let it load. Maybe I can just try it again. He said there are ambiguous parts between sales transaction and store, sales transaction store, and sales transaction employee store. So ambiguous. Connect with one to many. Lower. Insert. Learning scripts. Ambiguous. There's an ambiguous this. Okay. This is new. This is store ID. Did they have a store ID is there? Store ID is there. Employee ID is there. Employee ID is there. Then the store ID should have an impact in this. Or did I have to use query? Okay, we query that.
Store ID yẹ kó wà ní employees yàrá. Employees table.
I can't hear you, please. Sorry. Store ID is there. Then store ID is there too. Then I'm trying to single. It should be single now. One to many. One to many. Sure. Vanilla. Did anybody have an idea on how it can go? The idea that comes to my head is relationship. That is me using code. Let's go with this. I'm not ready for today this now, but let me just try it and come. Unit should okay. Let me use this. I don't know, sure. To do it. Okay. don't want to use expression, but guys, just permit me to use this expression. It's not something necessary. I don't know. Maybe yeah, Babatunde will talk about it when it comes, because I could not even create the model. I know they don't there's supposed not to be a model there, but I don't know how it's actually not working with this. At least with that, it should have shown us how we can go about it.
So why didn't you connect the employee to the fact table, that's the sales table?
It's
Because the
not
way you did
connecting.
it, oh, it's not connecting.
Yeah, I've tried it. I've tried
Oh,
it.
because the way you did it, there's no complete relationship from between the employee and the fact. So if the employee was if it was one to many,
This is
that's
it.
where you connect. Let me see. Okay.
I've tried it. It's not working.
So
Maybe. Sorry,
in this
come. Let me do
diagram,
this.
in this diagram, if it was employee was one to many in the store, that's when this can work.
If the employee is what?
If it's one to many, if there's a one connection in employee to many in stores, then
Okay, it's 1-to-1. Is it 1-to-1?
no, if it's one to many from employee to store, that's when this can work. But in this employee and sales, there's employee ID and store ID. So have you tried joining any of the two?
I've tried joining the employee initially with the
How about
cardinalities that exist.
okay, how about the store ID? Okay, no, so it can't be because it's an employee table. Sorry. All right, so it's supposed to be employee that's supposed to join the sales transaction.
Okay, this now. Okay, I think this should be fine. This should be fine now.
Yes.
Don't worry about this. Okay, it has worked. Thank you, guys. We'll keep learning. So, this is our work, but this is not why we're here today. So, let's generate, we're working on customer attrition today. What we are looking at is customer attrition. Some of the insights that I would like to generate from this is how much your customer, how frequent is the customer purchasing, coming to my store to make purchase. Come on, I want to delete this. This one. So I don't know. Have we done anything like DAX? We did DAX yesterday, right? Do we do anything like DAX, guys?
I'm not sure if we use some expression.
We should do DAX now, at least.
Yes. Yeah, we used. You're right. We did that. So we created a table. Then he now created all the DAX expressions, the calculations into the table.
Okay. Okay, created a new table, then he created a DAX expression into the new table.
Yes. Where he housed all the DAX expressions.
Okay. This is
So I
not
think
so.
that was 2 days ago. Yesterday we did Power BI service.
Okay. We have selling price. We have units sold. Selling price. We have cost price. Okay. We have cost price. We have product name. Okay. I think everything we need is here. Then the last thing I just think we'll do is transaction. Total transaction. How can we calculate total transaction? Can get that using our transaction ID. So I think I'll just create a single DAX inside this my sales transaction. So a single measure. Let's go. Is equals to count rows of what? What is the table? Sales transaction. So I think this is good. Good. This is it now. So from here now, please, can we come up with some of the insights we can generate from here? I have like 3 or 4 insights here. So we have average transaction value. Average transaction value. So for every transaction, how much will the customer spend on it? Then customer purchase frequency. Yeah, most average. Just come up with. So let's start our work. Any insights from you guys? Are we together?
We're together. We can still build on the ones you mentioned.
Okay.
So are we trying to achieve you said customer churn? Is that what we're trying to achieve?
Yes, sir. Yes. Customer churn analysis. So from here, okay. Okay. So let's look at how we can get some of this stuff. The first one is average transaction by customer. How can we generate this? Can anybody give me some overview of it?
We need to first calculate the total transaction. I think you
Total
just calculated it,
transaction.
right?
Yes. So the total
So
transaction. So the
and
average So for every transaction, how much will the customer get? So in that case now, we are looking at the cost of, let's go for the cost price, selling price. We are looking at the selling price, right? So let's calculate the average of this selling price. Every model, new measure. New measure. Average transaction. Average what? Average price per transaction should be what? Are we using average X? Average of what? Selling price. So from here now, let me use the bar chart. Bar chart. Then in this, I'll look for my customer. Where is it? My customer name. Should be my y-axis. Then if we have my what? The average price. Where is it? Should be Toyojo. Oh, my x-axis. What is this? Why are we having this? Okay. Cost price, selling price. This should be multiplied by the unit suit.
Oh, voila.
Let me modify this code. Average X. For every price in this, average X. For every average of this, are they using what? Average X of table name. Which table are we using? Product table. Product, comma, expression, which is selling price. Selling price multiplied by what? Unit sold. Yeah, go for me.
Hi, Kathy. Good evening, everyone.
Oh.
Yeah, good evening, Hafiz. Yeah.
Oh.
Well done.
Selling price multiplied by. Babatunde,
Yeah.
you're welcome. Come and carry your ducks.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to calculate the average of every product's selling price per unit sold.
Average selling price for each product.
Average,
Or
yes, for
average,
each product.
or average sales for each product. Yeah, you can
Average
simply
sale.
use the average sale. You can simply use average sales amount, right? Total sales amount.
Total sales amount.
Yeah. Just you can remove the X, the average X. So that means we need to calculate the total sales amount first. Yeah. Have you calculated the total sales?
No.
Okay, yeah, you can create a measure and call it total sales, right?
Okay.
So that will sum up the
So you can't go direct by checking for the average.
I think you can merge everything together in a single formula if possible.
That would be too long. That would be some
Yeah. Do you have total sales? Total sales.
There's no total sales. There are two.
I think you should first calculate total sales.
You need a calculated column. You can go to the table, do the sum.
Must we use calculated column? I think there is a way.
You can multiply it together now. Do first of all do
sum x.
No. How do I call it? What if you do create a variable? Maybe you can go down. Call it total cost and total sales. Maybe you create two variables.
Okay. That is var.
Var. Total cost.
Is it cost?
Yeah, equals to units sold multiplied by selling cost price.
It's not even saying it, Sha. Well.
No. Just do use some units sold.
Units sold.
No. Some. No. Open brackets. Yeah. Units sold.
Okay. Units.
No. Close the. You can clear it. You can remove the angle bracket. Let's see whether it will see it. Just type units sold. Under your sales, you should have units sold.
Units sold. Units.
Yeah, that's it. You have it already.
Okay.
Yeah, units sold multiplied by cost price. So now you can see that this related
cost price.
This cost price is coming from a product table, right?
That is in relation.
Yeah, there is a relation. You can use a related function. Related.
Just
type related. Yes. Yeah, perfect. So then the column.
That is cost price. Is it cost price or selling price?
Cost price to get the total cost. You can call the table first, which is products.
Okay. Related products. Then close the related. Corey.
Yeah, where is he showing?
I'm coming. Let me use related table then.
Yeah. Okay. I think he's seeing it now.
Products.
I do mean we created a calculated column, so that been easier.
Yes, it won't be as difficult as this. But it never comes to my mind.
Make use of a calculated column there. You can go to the data and do it here.
Oh, apple. Come back here.
Maybe Coffee.
No.
Can you share the file? Maybe I should. Maybe you can save it and share it. Yeah.
You mean the Power BI?
The PBI is just forward it to me on Teams or.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I wish. I've not eaten. Okay. GMC data analysis. I think I can share. I can save it here. Stomach Sean. Ah, Warren Lord Sean. Mm-hmm. Now we have GMC. GMC. I save it here, no.
So what?
I save it here. We do save it. No. Okay. New column.
You send it right?
Yes.
Okay, let me open up prayer. On Teams?
No. WhatsApp.
Okay.
Total sales should be equals to. Can you call the price just like that? Selling price.
Yeah.
Please.
You use related, you record it.
Mm-hmm.
They have relationship, right?
Mm-hmm. I think, yeah. Okay. Maxima Shisha Kini. Now I remember there was a time I was working with something like this. Oh, well. Okay.
I think I'm okay. Yeah?
Okay.
Let me share
So,
the screen. Right down.
should be well done. Guys, enjoy your weekend. Bye bye.
Huh? Is it weekend already? Oh, that's true. It's weekend here. I don't know. Tomorrow is Friday in Nigeria. But it is weekend here. Okay. Please confirm if you can see my screen.
We can see. Oh, is this your screen or Cappy's screen? I don't know.
Yeah, this is my screen now. Yep. We have the same thing here. Let's quickly create a calculation table so that we can keep all our calculation here. Oh my God, Kathy, what are we looking to? What are the metrics that we are looking at?
Right. So we're looking at the average sales. Abi, no, I think that is what average sales per transaction for every customer.
For every customer, their average
Yes.
sales. So
Yeah.
after getting the total sales, we can get the average by customer, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I think I get that. So I have this. Our table is here. Into relationship, we have product, going to product, and this and that. So by customer, right? Kathy.
Yes.
Okay. Let's try the formula. I think the formula should work. Because some cases you might not want to start creating extra columns in your table. If you think your data or your formula can work for you rather than having extra column. On a norms, this is what you want to do. You want to multiply this unit sold multiplied by this unit sold multiplied by product cost price and selling price. That's what you want to get. So let's try it and see if this formula will work. New measure, and then yeah. So let's call it total sales. No, total cost, yeah. Total cost. Cost. Let me pick the related. Let me say related what? Or let's say, let's use calculate. Calculate. This way have more expression. No, expression and filter. No, I don't want to filter. Let me use sum. Related some which column I want to get unit suit multiplied by related product cost price column name. Okay, use relationship product cost price. Let me pick it from here. Let me have some variable here. So I think you're getting what I'm doing. So I want to create a variable here, and I will call that variable, let me say, get cost is equals to use relationship unit sold multiplied by column column 1 and column 2. Where is it? Unit sold and product cost price. Cost price. And then how do I want to get this? Okay, you can do calculate of what? No, calculate unit spread. Product is for multiplication, am I correct? Guys?
Yeah.
Okay, so unit search and what? No. And this used to work for me. I used to combine them together some cases, but let's not waste our time. Can get how to do that at your end. So, but I know it's do work sometimes. If I see sample of it, I can drop it in the group. So let's go into transaction table. Let's create new column, and the new column will be total cost. Total cost is equals to unit sold, and then multiply by related what's it called, product cost price. Can you imagine? So let's do the same thing for total sales. Another column, total sales is equals to units sold multiplied by selling price related table of what? Selling price. So I have this. So now I can get my profit, right? So you don't even need to stress yourself. You can get a calculation of total cost and you can come back here, and then you can get your profit here. New measure. This is now equals to what? I'll call it C6. Equals to what? Sum of what? Sum of classes. And then you can create another measure called total cost. Is equals to sum of this total cost here. So we have this. So we can get our profits now. Total profit is equals to total profit is equals to sales is minus what? Cost. Total cost. So you have this. So you can get average sales, average sales. And just put average sales equals to what? Average which average of what? Total sales. Yeah, that. So now this is what you want to get by customer, right? So you can get you have our customer here, and then we have average sales by customer. Yep. So then you can get the frequency, units sold. Yeah, you can get units sold. Goes to some it's sold. So you can get units sold by customer, and then you get their average sales. So that you can know, how customer do come to your site. So if I'm coming, let me turn this to something different here. Or let me use this. So, and I want to add this average sales and the unit sold. Let me add unit sold to this. Legends. So, but it's too small. It's too small. So that quantity is not really showing well. So
use it as a line chart now.
As a line chart, yeah, exactly. And the quantity sold can be on the secondary axis. So can you see? So let's say we need top 5 10. Let's do top 10 customer. Average, let's filter by top 10. And then we have 10 here. By what value? By classes, yeah. So can apply. Now, so this is where you can ask yourself different questions while working with this kind of customer analysis. Now, this guy bought 25 units of our product, and see what we are making. We are making the sales of this. This guy bought units sold of what? 33, and we have 4,000. So you can see that, which product is this guy buying that's giving us more sales? Can you imagine? Or someone like this, can you see? Someone is buying 38 and we are making this. Or this unit sold at the top, right? This line is for units sold. So this guy is buying 38 units and we are making 3,000. This guy is buying 26 and we are making 4,000. So you can do drill down of this so that you know how to retain different kind of customer. So, or you can put this in the table format to make it more better. So, can you see? This guy is giving us more money and the unit sold is also high as well. So you can just compare all these stuff. So you are getting You're getting more insights. Any other thing? What else are we looking at? Traffic.
Yes, Afis.
Yeah. What else are we looking at?
Okay, from the insight so far, we've checked for frequency. At least we've compared the frequency with the average unit too. Then
Okay.
identifying repeating customer versus one-time customer, like customers that has been our frequent customer, like customer that do come often and often. That is what do you guys, business guys, what do you call it? Returning,
Okay.
right?
What
Returning customer.
do you mean like
Returning customers too.
yeah, customer purchase frequency, right?
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. So if you have like a customer table now, let me say we have a customer table like this, and we have all our customer name there, their full name. We want to know how frequently they are coming to our store to buy stuff, right? You know, probably now someone can come today and buy 20 units of our product. That means that we can't count it as number of time he or she visited our store, right? I don't know if you guys are getting it.
Yes.
And you can't count it as number of times. So you need to get how frequently the customers do come to our store. So in that regard, you can use a distinct count of customer entry or in our store. Am I correct? So let's check. Let's create a new measure and call it purchase frequency. Let's call it purchase frequency. And it's equals to what? We say we need this count now, distinct count of what customer we can do transaction ID. Transaction ID. Yep. So transaction ID. So this will tell us how many times this customer visited our store. Yeah. Yeah. So can you see? So this will tell us. We can now decide, okay, if customer is greater than, you can filter this table. Probably you want to know those who visited our store only once, and they never return back to our store. Probably you want to get in touch with them, like, what is happening? Not been seeing you in our store. Or if purchase frequency is less than 1, I hope you get. So let me say purchase frequency is less than 2, or less than or equals to 2. So you can just place a benchmark around your data and say, okay, if customer purchase frequency is less than or equals to 3, then let me know. So you can do what? How can I achieve that? Any opinion? You can say, computer, you want to get the list of customers. Purchase frequency is less than or equals to what? If it is less than or equals to, but mind you, some cases, If it is less than or equals to, so you can apply this filter. Can you see? So can I take all the list of all these guys and get in touch with them? Like, oh, guys, we need to work, we need to get in touch with all these our runaway customers. So you can then try to, get them and take them back to your business and ask them why. Get feedback from them. We've not been seeing you. Some people will tell you, we travel, I'm not around. That's the reason why you've not been seeing me. Okay, the product I bought the other time wasn't as I expected, all those stuffs. So you can do so. Um, so you can also count for maybe popular products. Yeah, the popular products. So can we do that? Maybe so you can kind of what is it called? Market, we call it market basket analysis. Market basket analysis. So you can also check that that one. Are we all together?
Yes, we are with you.
Okay.
Yeah, with you.
So sometimes you want to check how products have been bought together. When you talk about product bundling, so is for you to identify the most frequently purchased product combination. For instance, someone want to buy Gary at your store. Surely you can guess 80% this guy will buy granite or sugar. Am I correct? So that's what they call product bundling. So you want to at least get how people are buying stuff together. You can call it basket analysis or yeah. So it's when two or more products are frequently purchased together as a package. So we can use this to increase sales and revenue. It can improve. It can also improve our cross-selling opportunity. It enhance product customer experience and even reduce inventory waste. So if you want to kind of analyze this kind of stuff, you can extract sales transaction table. For instance, we have our sales transaction table now. You can find products frequently purchased together. We can use this normal stuff that we are trying to do now. So how can we achieve this? How can we achieve this? We can do bundle count by using maybe let's try create a product bundle calculation. Let's do this. Let's do bundle count. Let me call it bundle. Oh yeah, count. Let me count it and say equal sign. Let's count transaction ID. Transaction ID. So, but we want to kind of, if two products are within same transaction ID. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to do. If, you are buying one product now, another product now, but they are both within the same transaction ID. When you have invoice, you have your receipt from the store now. Maybe the cashier just printed your receipt. Okay, you buy all your groceries. Maybe you went to Shoprite, any store, and they printed the receipt out for you, and then you got to have like multiple items. So I want to count unique, like let me just say, I want to count, but except all, like I don't want to count all the rows. Like just give me exact value of how many times we have unique transaction ID. So you can do it either that way, or you use let's do this. I'm coming. Let's do product bundle and say calculate. Let me use count.
But what if the product is not bought at the same time? Let's say it's not carrying the same transaction ID. Let's assume a product was bought today, and later the customer come back and get another product. How can we calculate such kind of a thing? The same.
Yeah, they are not
customer.
within the same.
It's not carrying. Yes, it's not carrying the same transaction ID because the product are not buying at the same time.
Yeah, that means they are not buying together at the same time. So you
Yes.
cannot bundle them together like that way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you can do all except all exempt. So when you are using this all exempt, it returns all rows in a table except for those rows that are affected by the specific filter. So let's say sales transaction, comma, sales transaction ID. Yep. Then you close this. Let's see what we have. And I want to get something. If this formula will give me the same thing with distinct count of transaction ID. So that we not go and stress ourselves. So let me get I have 2000 count. So let's count distinct transaction ID. Let me say I have this distinct let me count and this is equals to control, or yeah, you can use control count. Okay, distinct count of what says transaction ID. So let's check. If you have the same thing, that means there's nothing like bundle buying what's it called, product bundle. If the figure are the same, so that means you cannot do product bundle with this sample data. So well, let me check. Let me have a card, and then let me have sales count. Yeah, here is it. So that means we have all transactions that we have on this table. They are all unique. I don't know if you understand the aspect. So all the transactions that we have here, they are all unique. So that means there's no any place where we have same transaction ID that repeated itself on sales table. So we have the same thing. So you don't need to do any bundle with this sample data, but have it in mind, like in some cases, you have to do basket analysis, like, okay, how do they buy combination of product together. So, and in that aspect, yeah, that's how we normally have many to one relationship while dealing with sales. Yeah, while dealing with sales, another dimension table. So yeah, but have it in mind, you can come across something something like that. So what else can we have? What else? What else? What else? Think of it. Think of it. Think of it. Time has gone. This is more than 2 hours. Sorry guys for today. I had a meeting and I couldn't join earlier. So, but just think of what you can use to, you can do top 10 customer, top bottom customer. If you want to get the least customer in your outlet now, you can simply do, let me have the least customer. I can have a table. I have my customer full name and I have total, or let me say customer by profit. So I can even drag my profit to this place to know how much am I making from each customer. Can you see? I have my profit here. So you can add what is it called to this table? Let me do some funny stuff here. So you can add sparkline. Specific column. So you can format all these things as you like, but this is my total profit. You can rename all this column to have it in a better formatting. So this customer, you have total profit. Maybe you want to see bottom customer by profit. You can say on top basic filtering top, and you change this top to bottom on 10 customer by what? By total profit. By total profit. So you apply. So from all these 10 customer, you are making least profit. Least profit from all these customer. And you can even have their what? Their unit sold to all these customer as well. So can you see? So customer is buying only one time from you. So you can add all those things to your stuff, and then um, let's see if you want to see how this customer visited our our store in a monthly basis, that's another stuff, another thing you can think of. So some customer, they will visit your store probably only in December and they will never come back again. So if you want to see how these guys are visiting your store, you can still do what? Have different pattern of table. Yes, this can work. And then you have on your column. On your column, you have do we have dates? Yeah, we have date here. So you can have under this date hierarchy, you can have your month and drag this month to column. So can you see? So it's telling me how these customers visited my store. So this one, why scattering like this? Okay. So can you see this Edward only visited my store 3 times, and this one, this one, this one. So you can easily identify when customer is visiting your what? Your store. So those are the kind of stuff that comes to mind when you are dealing with all these customer analysis. So, um, what else? What else can we talk about? What else can we talk about? Yeah. And I didn't be in a situation whereby you have customer support in your business. You can think of, okay, how much are we spending on each customer to probably advertise to them? How many times do we call this customer to even buy from us? So, sometimes your customer support can pick up their phone. Yes, good afternoon. Welcome to so. It's been a while that you purchase from us. Hope there's no problem, all this and that. So you want to calculate how much are you spending compared to how many times are they visiting to buy from you. So you can imagine not being a what? I'm not a sales person. I'm not a customer support person, but I can relate with their what? With what they do. So that's you being an analyst. So you have to be able to at least uh, think of something to bring out insight from your data. Yeah. So, guys, is there any question? Any question? Any question so far? Any question? All what we'll be having next is going to be like, dropping question back to back, come up with your dashboard, design something, watch a tutorial. And I promise to do more than one dashboard today, but I wanted us to do that kind of HR, a full project. But probably I will catch up with you guys later, not this night again. But I will drop those data sets on the group, give you some guideline on what to do, just for you to build something, share with us, share on LinkedIn. So if you have any questions so far, let me hear from you. Marachi, Kende, Onsura, everybody. Any questions so far? I've uploaded the day 5, day 6. I think I'm on day 6 now, trying to upload it. Yeah. So if you have any question,
Yes,
let
sir.
me
Please,
hear
how
from
did you
you.
know the particular formulas to use, like when finding something like for total amounts? Like, how did you think of like this is the right formula to use for it, or how do you come about the formula?
Oh my God, that's what we call the data analysis expression. That is the formula that we use in Power BI. You can check online, check for DAS references. Yeah, DAS reference on Microsoft. What's it called? On Microsoft Learn, on Microsoft Learn. So just search for it, and it will tell you what every single formula in that is meant to do. So anytime, so you can simply read about it. Just read it. You cannot get everything. It's only when you need them. Can you see we have different DAS expression, So you can see aggregate function, date function, filter function, financial function, informative. So logical function, math and trigonometric, other functions. So you can expand all this one after the other, check what it does, and you even see sample there. When you see average, oh, average is what? Average, you return the average arithmetic means of all the number in the column. So you can see count if, count x, count a. So you can learn all this. So let me drop this link for you on the chat so that you will be able to also read about that. So, but what comes to mind is this. Anytime you want to do something as a data analyst, so, or not even as a data analyst alone, you have to prepare, your mind like, oh, what am I doing? What are the things that I needed? Okay, I need total sum of something. That's aggregate function. All these are average, maximum, minimum, count, all those kinds of things. They are average functions. So when you come to filter function, like, okay, I want to merge everything together. I want to sum everything together where A is equals to B or where B is equals to A. So all those things, when you have an expression. After the expression, you have a filter function. So probably you want to sum up something where product is equals to mango. So you can easily do that. Like, okay, let me try to filter my function in this format. So, and that's how it works. So there's no magic, nothing. The more you use it, the more you get used to how to use all these formulas. I hope you get that.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thanks
All
everybody.
right, sorry. My own question
Okay.
is this: this data modeling, the way we relate all this table, that's the more confusing part of this lecture tonight, because I just want to know how we get this table related to, like, I'm so confused anyway. Now, okay, we have new customer ID here, we have new customer ID here, we can't relate. So I just need more explanation on how this table being related. The formula aspect of it, I know we can always get that one online, and through the YouTube videos you can, but the
The
relation of the
craziest,
table.
yeah, the craziest part of what is it called? Data analytics. Sometimes you see some data, you will not even be able to find a related key. You know, you have to be the one to create your own what is it called? To create your own primary key on that table. So it's always a problem some cases. So when you have a huge data, you now be looking at, okay, how do I get a related key to merge these two tables together? So
Mm,
it is always the most difficult part of maybe when you are dealing with data analytics. So, but the moment you understand that, okay, if you have this table now,
yeah,
employee, and you have transaction, and you
okay.
cannot find employee ID. Probably you only have the name of employee and their role.
Mm,
And you have transaction ID here, and you have only employee name on this table.
mm,
Now, if you want to link two tables with employee name, probably you were not the one that built the database.
mm,
You maybe someone else input the data for employee. Now, where someone is bearing maybe Abdul something, or someone is bearing McDonald now, and you instead of using MC Donald, like uh MC combined together with Donald, someone can go to the other table and put MC space Donald. Before you know, everything scattered. You will not be able to link up the two tables together. Now, you
mm,
now be thinking of other way around, like, okay, how can I implement a column that will help me to relate the two tables together?
mm, mm,
Yeah, so that's how you think as a data, and if you are trying to model a data now. So some cases But if those who build the database are well, good and conversant with what they are doing, they will not leave you. They will not leave you with error if you are working with multinational company or let me say a in a structured environment. Nobody will build database without having a surrogate or primary key. So you just have to. But if you are working with startup company, be expecting such problem. Be expecting a lot of problems, a lot. So you just have to be very careful and make sure when you're having problem, you cannot know everything all at the beginning. And uh, it is always it is always somehow difficult to how do I call it? To catch up when you find yourself as a junior analyst now. Yeah, within a company, you just don't form, just ask question. So ask people around you, learn from your colleague, from your community, drop questions, ask questions. Then nothing is impossible. So you can always ask question when you have any issue. That's just it. So, but having it in mind, like you want to get everything right now, so keep learning for now. When you have a real life project now, for instance, now you find yourself in a company where they hire you as if you are able to skip through their interview question. Even some company, they will not even interview you. They will just, are you a data analyst? Okay. The first project they will give you like this, uh, to now look like magic to you. So it's always, I had that kind of experience before where we have someone at my former office. When she firstly joined us, she will carry laptop like this, almost crying, like, what is happening? So she will be like, this thing is not getting it. Okay, but at least later now, she was able to skip through and she's now a senior analyst herself. So it's fine.
I see.
So
No, you
yeah,
said what you are saying in essence that this
we want to say something. We want to say something. Kafi, are you there? I don't know where is Abmanjid. Abmanjid is our program manager, and he is supposed to be here. I don't know where he is. Uh, so we normally do master class. All what we learned throughout these 7 days was just like a free of charge. We don't charge anybody. You don't pay 1 naira to learn this, but at least in one way or the other, you were able to learn one or two things. So even if it is just some, if you learn throughout these whole 7 days, at least you catch up something. So which I'm very sure that you learn more than just one thing in this class. So feel free to join our what's it called? Our master class if you are interested. You can always DM. So, but for the sake of those who attended this training, this is just a bonus. This one is it's just a bonus, and I've never done something like this before. So normally I used to be a volunteer for companies to train them for free, all those stuffs. And the last kind of training that I did, which was free, was in 2021. 2021. That was my last free training that I did. Other stuff we normally do was it's all about webinar. So how to get started with tech, how to progress, some tips, and we will be dropping the details in the on the group. If probably you still remain in the group, you'll be seeing an update. If there's a webinar, our webinar are for free. You don't have to pay. You hear from experts, if you
Please,
have
me,
any
I'm not on the
question,
WhatsApp
if you
group.
have
I don't know how
anything
to join.
to ask them. So, and also, if you want to join the current ongoing class for data analytics, we normally charge huge amount of money. So I don't know. It might sound funny, it might sound bigger, it might sound expensive to you. But I could remember the last time I sent someone to somewhere in Ibadan to go and enroll for data analytics class. You could not imagine how much they charge him. They asked him to go and bring 900,000 naira to learn from beginning to the advanced level of data analytics. 900,000 naira. So, but on the norms, I think one of our my students is here. I don't know, maybe she has left. Okay, so she can bear witness. The ongoing class is for 300,000, but if you are here and you want to join the master class, we can give you 50% discount because you attended this class. I know you've gathered a lot of knowledge already. It's just like you are half baked now. But if you can do more research on your own, I'm very sure you cope. But if you still want to join the master class, where you will see how we build dashboard from beginning to the end, multi-page report, pagination report, how we embed the report in our other system, probably in your website, how you embed report into your SharePoint, how you embed report. I shared one yesterday, how you can embed your report into Microsoft Teams and PowerPoint. So, but we still have other stuffs. What else? We have a lot of stuff, working with different kind of data. You can find yourself in health sector tomorrow. You can find yourself in HR. You can find yourself in sales. You can find yourself in logistic firm. I have a lot of sample dashboard we built. Let me show you guys some of my sample reports. I don't know if I can still get some of my report here. Desktop. I think I have some sample database. Sorry, sample dashboard that I can. BIB data. Yeah. Okay, so just for you to at least catch up with whatever you want to learn. So if you are joining the master class, how much is 150,000? It's not even up to $100. So so guys, if you want to join the class, you guys feel free to join. We welcome you. Okay. I can't even see some of my stuffs again. So, but if I log into my online, what's it called? So, just love to you, and you have to at least decide. But in the subsequent time, probably anytime we have a webinar, you can always join. So sometimes we have some tips, probably data modeling in Power BI. You can bring some guest lecturer, expert to come and talk about data modeling in Power BI. Tomorrow we can bring someone to come and talk about pagination reports in Power BI and so on like that. So that's just like normal picking a topic from within the subject of discussion, and then the expert we talk about it. Then that's how we do our webinar. So I must say I really appreciate you all for staying up to this moment, for having
before you
the
go, I want us to talk about this master class. Also, I've been even asking you about the master class, even right from beginning. But I want to know how this master class, like this. I'm also working. I'm a network engineer, which I have other activities I'm also doing. I'm not able to be having a luxury of time like that. Like all this since this lecture started, I tried all my possible best to attend all the lecture from A to Z, but unfortunately, I couldn't do that because I was able to even attend like 2 or 3 because due to the nature of my work, because sometimes I travel, I have a contract, I got installations and stuff like that. So I wasn't having that luxury of time. But for people like us, is there any special arrangement for us when we join the master class, or how does the master class work? So I just want to know. Because currently I'm
So
not.
we have schedule for the master class, but if you are interested, you can always DM, send message to Abmanjid. So Abmanjid will give you all the information, all the details.
Can you help me
That
tag
is
him
needed.
on that? Can you tag him?
Yeah,
Can you
yeah,
tag
I
him
will do.
the WhatsApp number
Yeah, I will
on
do that.
WhatsApp?
I will do that. So yeah.
Oh,
So if it's also add me on the group, so he will respond to you.
all right, no problem.
So yeah,
All right, no problem. Thank you.
yeah, welcome. So these are not these are
Sorry, me, I'm not
this
on the WhatsApp group.
my
How can I join?
Kafaya, are you there?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I'm here with you.
Anything for us?
And there is nothing much. You've said a lot of things, and like from my own point of view. So, well, all fingers are not equal. But whatsoever knowledge you try to gain, or whatsoever knowledge you've learned from here, I will advise you guys to stay up to date with it. That is, try as much as you can to practice. I'm using myself as an example. I think I started data 2022 with maybe 2021, not that full, but 2022 I was into data fully. Then I started with Python. You know how mad programming language is. With I'm the type that initially I don't like anything like stress. But when I started, with the passion I have for data, I don't have a choice than to just put my head and look for a way around it, despite the challenges, uh the despite how challenging it is, and despite how difficult it is. I stay up to date with it. And since 2022 that I finished the course, I think it was a 1 year course. I finished the course 2023. Although before I finished, I was able to get some side gig that keep me going because I have to terminate my appointment because I was learning. Then what the place I was working was not that okay for me. And even the money, I just feel like they are just using me because then I know how to use Excel normal. They are, I'm working as a data entry, but the work they are giving me is even more than data entry work. So I'm just like, the money they are paying is not even up to somewhere. So I just left the work. So I focused on my study. For like 1 year, I was just doing studying, meeting people, asking questions. That is where the asking question comes about. I'm always curious just to ask and know more about something. So at the long run, I started doing some side gig. So in this case, I used to tell people that don't say that maybe you don't know it, or don't feel reluctant that with the little you know, you can't do anything with it. There is a lot of resources online that you can use to empower yourself. So I would advise at your leisure time, you can just play around it, pick a resources, do something, make noise on LinkedIn, like what my boss used to say, in the office. We said you should make noise on LinkedIn. I'm not also the kind of person that do make noise, but at least anytime I'm through with a very interesting project, I do make a little noise just to get notified. And this noise is what helped me. I think like last year, I got some call from some employers last year that can you work with us just to want you to be part of our organization, something. So with that, I was able to get my first tech job aside the voluntary work because I was running some voluntary activities. I'm just like, even with the little knowledge I knew when I finished my course, I was not giving up on it, despite the payment and everything. So the benefit of the master class over this is it will be more expensive than this normal. But if you don't still practice it, it will still leave you. So if you are going into it, just prepare your mind that this, you're doing it and there's nothing like going back. So now, when we talk of projects, like what you've done, my last interview I did that got me this job, it was from an hackathon project I built. So I published the project. The guy reached out to me, was like, am I available for a job? I said yes. So he put a call through. He said I should, because he was thinking, maybe he was doubting the project. I don't know. So he said I should take him through the project from the beginning to the end. I took him through. It was a machine learning project from the beginning to the end. So he was like, okay, this is the job. Can I take it? Because they don't have a data science in their organization, what. And they need someone that can just, even if it is like beginning level, that it will be on the board anytime they need the work of the data scientist. And I resumed the job. I'm doing well on the job, you understand? So now let's now assume that I failed to take up that challenge, because the hackathon was even something I don't even want to do, but I just feel like let me just do it because I'm